Meanwhile, in Somalia, entrepreneurs are struggling to withstand the financial impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. And an Islamic finance institution founded by Dubai-based Somali businessmen has chosen to help them. Our correspondent in Mogadishu, Abdirahman Hussain, has the story. Take a look. Somalia, like many other countries in Africa, has been adversely affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Businesses have taken a hit as incomes dwindle, forcing many to cut down operations while others shut down. Meet Adan Guha Afra, a businessman in Mogadishu's Hamarweyne. His story, just like that of many other traders in the market, is one of loss and despair.
My business has seriously suffered since the COVID-19 pandemic broke out. We open at the shop at 7 in the morning and close at 6 in the evening without making even one sale. I cannot pay the rent and other utilities in my shop. Many businesses have collapsed and forced to close.
But an initiative by a local bank in Somalia is coming to the rescue of businesses through soft loans. Traders like Adan can apply for an interest-free loan from IBS Bank to jumpstart their business and cushion them from COVID-19 and related shocks.
IBS lends me $1,000 and invests in my small business without charging interest. We pay back at an agreed monthly rate of $100.
Mohammed Noor, who runs a small clothes shop in the same market, was about to close his business as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic when the IBS credit facility came to being.
My business almost failed because of COVID-19. We hardly had clients because few people used to come to the market or hardly brought anything. The price of clothes from the wholesalers also kept going up. IBS gave me $500 to jumpstart my business, and I pay back every month without interest.
According to a recent report by the Somali government and the UNDP, Somalia has since lost $86 million as a result of COVID-19 and related shocks. The socio-economic impact assessment also estimates the Horn of Africa nation lost a growth opportunity of $300 million. To tackle this downfall and help small businesses to recover, IBS has structured its loan facility as a microfinance tool.
The bank provides microfinancing to small business so as to take part in the development of the country. The amount we give to small businesses is between $500 and $1,000 at zero interest. We give $5,000 to $100,000 to middle-income businesses as an investment in the company. In Somalia, there are many challenges in the investment sector. Small business people could not meet the demands of the banks and don't have the proper documentation for their business. The other challenge is that some people have limited knowledge of bank investments, as the country has just emerged from decades of anarchy and war.
This state of affairs is also what led several Dubai-based Somali businessmen to come up with an Islamic banking solution for Somalia.
Well, the bank was established in 2014, and it's a group of Somali business people who came together with the idea of launching the bank. And the idea was to provide a platform for access to finance and access to banking, which, as you know, following the civil war, we had a total collapse of the financial sector. The aim of the shareholders or the pioneers of this bank was to ensure that the country gets a robust, accessible, and convenient banking services. So that's what led to the birth of IBS Bank.
But what are the challenges of lending money to people who hardly have any documents to prove their creditworthiness or even security in case of default?
Somalia is no exception. We face challenges just like any other country that is coming out of a conflict. So any challenges faced by a country with a post-conflict is what we are facing. The other challenge again is how do we create financial literacy in this market, and how do we promote financial inclusion? A larger part of the population is unbanked at the moment. Estimates vary. World Bank sometimes says that it's less than 5% of the population which is using the formal banking system.
Initiatives such as those of IBS and other actors are key to cushioning Somalia from the painful impact of COVID-19. With less than 1% of the population vaccinated against COVID-19 and the country struggling to emerge from many years of instability, support to families and populations is critical.